My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Squid Game Season 3. And this review will have spoilers, so there's your warning. But I have found this show to be incredibly frustrating because 95% of Season 1 is truly fantastic, but the final 20 minutes just dragged the whole thing down. And season 2, I just found to be more of the same, but worse. Now, I do have to address something regarding my review for season 2, because if I'm being honest, I didn't pick up on the fact that the frontman was the one dude in the games. Like, I knew the one dude was bad, but I didn't know he was the front man. So, yeah, I know that's really embarrassing, but I have to say it. So my expectations for season 3 were rock bottom. I wasn't even planning on watching it, but I gave it a shot, and I'm glad I did. This season is flawed. It's not quite great, but there is so much to love here that it has single-handedly saved the entire show in my point of view. I think this season was the comeback that it so desperately needed, and I dug it. So let's begin by talking about the cast. And Jung-jae is absolutely incredible in this show. He has carried it so perfectly from the very beginning, and he brings real emotional depth here, and I really hope his career skyrockets after this season. Byung-hun as the frontman is evil and menacing, yes, but I also thought he brought lots of humanity to his character, and his character is going to be one I remember. Then Si-wan plays 333, and I thought he was unhinged and unpredictable, and he brought lots of uncertainty and tension. Ju plays 222, and she does a good job. Young-chang plays the main antagonist of this season, 100, and I thought he did a real good job at that. And young Dong-geun plays the one son with the glasses, and he's good. Ae-shim plays his mom, and look, I didn't really care for these characters in season 2, but I gotta be honest. What ends up happening to them here broke my heart. Like, it is some heavy, bleak shit, and I wasn't expecting to be so devastated by it. So, the cast is great. But I do want to begin by talking about my issues, and it's season 1, great, leave it as it is, but season 2 and season 3 could have been one season. I truly believe that. I think this season drags way too often, and too many moments, too many scenes just go on and on and on, and I'm sorry, but it had to be edited down. Arcane Season 2 is my favorite season of television ever, and I keep hearing people online say that it should have been seasons 2, 3, and 4. Like, it should have been more than one season, and I have disagreed with that from the very beginning. And after watching this show, I feel so vindicated. Like, if it was Squid Game Season 1 and Season 2 contained Seasons 2 and 3, I truly think this show would be legendary. I do believe that. So, pacing kinda sucks, and I never really cared for the entire plot outside the island of this group trying to find the island. I was never invested in those characters, and anytime we cut back to them, I'm just like, can we go back to the stuff I actually care about? And I also didn't care for the organ plot either. These two are easy cuts. Easy cuts. And I actually found the first 2 episodes of this season to be pretty rough. I love the idea of the one challenge, but it just goes on and on and on to the point where all tension is lost, and it frustrated me that they dragged out 4, 5, 6, killing that one dude out for so long. But actually, in hindsight, I might be okay with that part, now that I say it out loud. So, why is this season good? What ends up saving the show? And it's one word. Baby. The decision to put a baby in the games was a brilliant, and I mean brilliant, decision. Because now, things don't feel the same. There's something present that allows it to feel new, and it adds stakes. It adds tension, and it adds real emotional depth. And I think there's something here about how new life can truly bring out the best in people. And watching 4, 5, 6 be pushed to his limits, but end up staying true to his beliefs, to his promises, and ends up staying a good guy, I gotta be honest, it moved me so much. And when he ends up killing himself instead of the baby, I found it to be a devastating but proper ending to his story. And it makes me appreciate the series as a whole. Because even in season 1, when he finds out that the old man was actually one of them, I hated that twist because I thought it undermined the best episode of the show. But now I look at it as everybody else has let him down. It's been him against the world for such a long time, but he never wavered. I don't know, I truly found it to be such a beautiful way to progress the story, and it just truly resonated with me. So, and the fact that even the frontman was moved and was proven wrong by 4, 5, 6 actions, look, it completely saved the show for me. It really did. And also, some of the games here are truly great. The hide and seek one, like I mentioned, goes on for too long, and the jump rope one was really terrific. That one was tense, and I loved the way it escalated. And the last game is one that goes on for a long time, but rightfully so. You just don't know how he's going to get out of this, and it just escalates so perfectly. And like, my palms were sweaty, mom spaghetti, and I was locked in. So, it is very well made. The production design is still unbelievable. Like, say what you will about this show, but the actual craft of it is top notch, and there's still lots of creativity on display. The show is well shot, it sounds great, and I do like the music by Jung-jae. It's very sentimental, but in a way that complements the tone of the show, because it's so bleak, and that sentimentality just works well with it. So, It's not quite great because there is too much going on that I don't care about. It does have some terrible pacing, but the addition of that baby was just a game changer for me. Literally. I thought there was so much tension and it had so much to say about humanity and the importance of staying true to who you are. And like, I know the show's not conservative or anything, but it does come across as a super pro-life show, even if it's unintentional. And I just found it to be moving, and I really dug it. I wasn't expecting to like this season, but now I like season 1 more than I did, and now I like season 3 a lot. So I'm giving Squid Game season 3 a 7.5 out of 10. Sometimes your relationship with shows is so complicated because things can happen down the line that changes the way you view certain moments. And I love it when that happens. I truly do. But, I think this show is something special. But Squid Game Season 3. Have you seen it? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin, out.